What a tribute from a prime minister to a prime mover of equality. And that was exactly how my husband saw David Mixner. He cherished him as a friend, and he admired David because Teddy valued above all else the courage and conviction to do what was right, especially when so many did not even see what was wrong in the accepted order of life. They first met when David was a leader in the movement to end the Vietnam War. Over the decades, he then came to know David for what he truly is, not just a leader for his community, but one of the great civil rights leaders in America. In 1976, the forces of bigotry and fear sponsored a referendum to ban any gay man or lesbian from teaching in the schools in California. They were far ahead in the polls, but David was there, and he ran the campaign that stopped them. In 1980, my husband fought for and secured the first commitment of any major party to equality for this community. And David was there again, as he has been at the heart of the struggle time and time again. As so many friends died of HIV/AIDS and a whole generation was decimated, David was there, grieving, but fired with unbreakable resolve to insist that attention be paid, and so it was. David brought your influence to the center of national politics in 1992. And while it has taken too long, the pledge of that year will finally be redeemed. Don't ask, don't tell will be replaced with the right to serve and serve proudly. And when it happens, we will remember that David never stopped being there, whether in the Oval Office or in jail for a peaceful protest, to outlaw hate crimes and to write ENDA into the law of the land, to end the discrimination against your community and your loved ones that defaces our immigration laws, to march on Washington last fall, 250,000 strong, so your voices would be heard, an idea that began on his blog. In all this and more, David has not just stayed the course, but marked out the way forward. My husband was honored to be in the fight with him, and Teddy never doubted that in the end the cause will be won, not partial equality, but full equality. Not second-class equality, but the right to live free and to marry and to raise a family. My husband said equality is a continuing struggle and America is a continuing revolution. In every season of life, David Mixner has been a revolutionary for justice. He had the courage a generation ago to tell the world who he was. He has had the courage to help others to be themselves, and he has had the courage to speak truth to power and move our country toward what America is supposed to be.
David Mixner has been called the most powerful gay man in America.
When I met him when he was young, I thought I had never met a person whose heart burned with the fire of social justice.
Dave Mixner has won a high place in the annals of a movement to free a whole segment of our people from oppression.
David Mixner has been an incredible force in politics and social justice activism since the 1960s, starting with his work organizing rallies in the South for civil rights and protesting the war in Vietnam.
We believed we could change the world back then. We really believed we could end the war. And we worked 18 hours a day, 7 days a week, because every hour we didn't work was an hour someone was dying in Vietnam, and that's how we felt.
So this is the time, this is the historical moment when we possibly can end the war.
Mixner was born in rural New Jersey, the son of a farm worker, and felt in a deep personal way early on the struggles facing homosexuals in this country.
I understood from a very early age that I was different. And I didn't quite know at that very early age it was because I was gay. What it has turned out is that difference, which used to frighten me, has made me stronger, has given me a clarity of the world that I think others don't have. And so I've tried to view that as a gift and use it as a gift.
We want the same protection under the Constitution of the United States that's given to every other American citizen, no more, no less.
Starting in 1974, he helped Bill Clinton in every election leading up to the White House, making him one of the most visible and outspoken advocates for LGBT rights in the country.
There's over 1,000 rights, privileges, and benefits granted all other Americans that are denied gay and lesbian Americans, and that's what I care about.
David has participated in over 75 campaigns, serving as campaign manager, fundraiser, or strategist. David has raised over $30 million for candidates and charity organizations, including well over $1 million for openly gay and lesbian candidates across the country. He has written for Time, The Washington Post, and The Advocate. In addition to authoring 2 books, David has lectured at universities including Oxford, Harvard, Stanford, and Princeton.
Anyone who isn't a dreamer now, anyone who isn't optimistic, everyone who doesn't believe that we can create change hasn't taken time to look at the past. We're out, we're proud, we're in couples, we're families. Things that in my wildest dream, I never thought I would see.
I have every intention the next 4 years, the next 8 years, the next 18 years to fight until I feel like a totally free man like any other American in this country.
On your behalf, on behalf of the community he has served and the nation he has loved and changed, let me now present the Point Foundation Legend Award to my friend and our hero, David Mixner.